Wow, every single day I'm having my mind blown. Once again, we have massive amounts of news on different things. We have some Flare news today, which is XRP news, right? We got some XRP/Flare news today. We have some USDC news. Uh-oh. We have some XLM news. We have some Hedera news. We have some Chainlink news, Ethereum news. We have some gold news. Well, we got a lot of news to get through today. Don't worry, we will get there. How you doing today? Doing good? Yeah, I know you are. You're strong. I know. This first article is titled Flare. Something big is coming. I'm telling you. Look how they're rushing everything. Everything all at the same time. There are no coincidences. Flare sees over 937,000 XRP across 2K plus mints on first day of F assets test. If that doesn't show huge interest, I don't know what does. Wait until the companies I think this is regular people mostly. Wait until the companies get a hold of this. You know, F assets is when you take XRP and you apply smart contracts to it on the Flare platform. You know what's crazy? I'm not even concerned with XRP on Flare. Really. And I'm a Flare enthusiast. Yes. Thanks to the members only section and them giving me pretty much 1 year of research on Flare. I'm a Flare enthusiast for sure. But I'm not worried about XRP on Flare at all. You know what I'm looking for to be dropped on Flare and make an impact? Huh? Bitcoin. Oh yeah, that big value of Bitcoin. I want to see what happens when you have your Bitcoin F assets. Now that's what I'm looking for, just personally. I only speak for me, all right? The article begins as such. Flare opened beta testing for its F asset system to the public, witnessing massive success with 937,000 XRP tokens minted across more than 2,000 mints on the first day. Now, here's the thing. Like I said, wait until it gets to Songbird. Know why? That's a real blockchain with real money. And I don't know how this is working here on the test net, the Coston network, COSTON. I don't know how you pronounce it. Coston. But on Songbird, you're making real money now. You got yourself some F assets. Now you're earning some real yield. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just saying. But anyway, it says here, the F asset system is a project by Flare Networks that seeks to introduce smart contract capabilities to cryptocurrencies that do not natively support them on their blockchains. This innovation could create new functionalities for these digital assets, with XRP at the forefront of the endeavor. Here's the thing about Flare system too that's very interesting. They're making it very easy for people to do such. I think they're coming out with a video, if they haven't already, on how to do it. Their interfaces are not so bad. It's not so complicated, in my humble opinion, compared to what I've seen. So you know why I'm thinking like that? I'm thinking about that in correlation with the fact that they may in the future come out with some smart contract capabilities for XLM, right? And don't get me wrong. Yeah, sure, you have Soroban and all of that. But here's the difference. See, Flare is wildly popular. It's wildly promoted. People talk about Flare all the time. I mean, you can't even talk about Songbird. Somebody's going to come in your comment section like, what about Flare? It's like, I have both, but people don't see that. But I'm using that as an example to show how popular Flare is. So when you're talking about getting smart contract use off the ground, yeah, that could be major. That could be major. And they said they might come out with something for XLM. We'll see if they come out with FXLM or whatever. It says here, the team stressed last December that the project could help unlock the value of $800 billion worth of crypto. Of course, they're being modest. They want to play it safe. Hugo Fillion, co-founder and CEO of Flare Labs, recently shared a screenshot that captured the remarkable achievements of FXRP on its inaugural day of open public beta testing. These feats come a day after the Flare team opened the beta testing for the public on June 17th. The stats reveal an incredible 2,213 mints and 937,400 F-test XRP minted. In addition, there were 2,939 redeems, with a total of 303,800 F-test XRP redeemed. The platform also saw participation from 51 agents, with 43 remaining available by the end of the day. I just want to throw out there randomly. Remember that Flare is also working with Google Cloud, which in my humble opinion will lead or has led to other partnerships that have not been announced yet. Where Google steps foot, others will follow. Believe me, the success of this inaugural test caught the attention of XRP community. Of course it should. And once again, like I said, there's a lot of Flare enthusiasts here. So this could be huge. This is how to test the F asset system for XRP. For the uninitiated, the private beta testing phase commenced on the Coston testnet last November, marking a crucial step in the development of process of F assets. The team opened public beta testing on June the 4th, but limited it to agent onboard process. Now the public beta is now open to everyone. My apologies, folks. My throat is a little bit dry. I'm very well hydrated, but I just came from outside, and outside, I don't know if this is happening in your towns or such. The pollen is so insane. I can see green plumes of dust blowing off the trees, and I just wanted to go outside to get some fresh air, and I'm like inhaling all that pollen. It's insane right now. So anyway, it says the Flare team is looking to bolster convenience for anyone seeking to mint F-Test XRP tokens at this point. That the actual dashboard dedicated to F asset protocol has not been launched. They introduced a demo dApp compatible with the self-custodial multi-chain wallet Bifrost wallet for minting and redeeming the test tokens. And here's the interesting part. On the Flare network, there are so many different ways to make passive income. You got staking, you have delegation. Now you have the F asset thing where you can earn yield from lending tokens and using them in different ways. Flare is an interesting project. I'm just saying, just my humble opinion. It's not financial advice. All right. So now that's huge. Now let's move on here. A little fun article here. This one is just a wee bit of fun here. So now this article is titled Expert Predicts Timeline for XRP to hit $8 to $20 range. Wait before somebody gets in the comment section. They're typing, opening. Everybody's an expert today, isn't it? Everybody's an expert today, aren't they? Every video. I don't control the article writers. I don't work for this company. This is from Crypto Basic. You got to take it up with them. That's how they titled the article. I have nothing to do with that, right? I'm just reading it verbatim, all right? So now let's scroll down here now that we got that out of the way. I didn't call him an expert, but that's what the article is titled. Armando Pantoja, a Benzinga Crypto Advisory Board member, recently proposed a timeline for XRP to trade between $8 and $20, which are not astronomical prices. They're not out of the realm of possibility. They're not insane. I think those are respectable prices there. I do think that XRP could go higher. I'm not saying how high. All right. No Method Man, no Red Man. I'm not saying how high. That was a good movie. I just wanted to throw that in there just because. Why not? That was a good movie. It didn't need a part 2 either. Did not need a part 2. Some movies only need a part 1. But man, when I saw that movie, I was like, man, Red Man and Method Man are funny. Like these guys really have potential, Anyway, if you've never seen How High and you just want some fun, some I don't know how to put it, but it's like, how a carefree fun time. Oh, that's a good movie right there. That's a good comedy movie right there. You want another good movie recommendation? Don't worry. We'll get back to the article. You know what's a good movie? Oh, yeah, you got to go old school right here. Lethal Weapon. Pick any of them, but wait. If you really want to watch one, it's going to blow you away. Watch the Lethal Weapon. I think it was Lethal Weapon 4 with Jet Li. Oh, man, that was the best Lethal Weapon with Jet Li. Oh, that was the best Lethal Weapon. Another good movie recommendation, Predator 2 with Danny Glover. That is slept on. Stop playing. Danny Glover's one of the best actors of all time. That's right. I said it. And what? Now I said it. Danny Glover's one of the best actors of all time. And that Predator 2, I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. Don't get me wrong. Predator 1 was great. But Predator 2 was special. But wait, don't watch it if you're faint of heart and it got some nudity in there as well. You don't like that kind of thing? Don't watch it then. But Predator 2 was great. That was great. We had some great movies back then. I'm going to tell you right now. Do you want another old school movie recommendation? Oh, yeah, I'm busting you upside the head. I'm getting you ready for the weekend right here. Creature features, right? From the about the early to mid 90s. Mimic. You remember that one? They had Mimic was the creature feature where it had the Charles Dutton was in there. And he was helping the lady and I believe it was a young boy maybe in there, but I don't know. But the monster was like an insect that they had experimented on in a lab, and it looked like a person. It could take the face of a person, and they shot it in the shadows. It was unbelievably good and intense for that time period. Just a fun monster movie. Check out Mimic. 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 That was a good one too. Oh yeah, man, we had some good movies. I wish there were good movies like that. And oh yeah, I'm gonna put a controversial one out there for you. Why not? Yeah, I'm going controversial because I know people are gonna disagree with it. No, that can't be, Alphanine. Godzilla from 1997. That's right, I said it. I'm going straight controversial today. Godzilla from 1997. What's controversial about that? Well, nothing other than people with Godzilla Minus Zero is the best, and Godzilla the Monsterverse with King Kong is the best. They're good. I just watched Godzilla minus zero. Minus one. Minus zero. Sorry about that. But Godzilla minus one, that was great. But here's the thing about Godzilla minus one. It came off more like a horror movie. He just pops up on the beach. He's just biting guys and just throwing them through the air. It's like everybody's terrified. The one guy has PTSD through the whole movie. It was good. It was good. But here's the thing about Godzilla 1997 with Matthew Broderick and a whole host of other people in there. A very good cast. It was fun. You had fun. Godzilla goes on a rampage. He's not really a bad guy. He's not really a good guy character. Just on a rampage. They discover him. They try to stop him. They can't stop him. They try to figure things out. Oh, man, it was an adventure. You got Matthew Broderick in there once again. Ferris Bueller. I loved every second of it. I'm just saying, that's my favorite. That's right there for Godzillas. And I watched a lot of Godzillas. I watched all the black and whites. My father had them on cassette, on VHS tape. And sorry about that. And I just, when I was younger, I just watched all of the black and whites. So I'm pretty familiar with Godzilla, but the 97 one was my favorite. Wait, which channel is this again? Is this YouTube? All right, let's get back to the article. My apologies, folks. My apologies. Come on now. Forgive old Alphanine. So anyway, this article is titled Expert Predicts Timeline for XRP to hit $8 to $20 range. All right, we're gonna begin right here. Hope you're all having a fantastic evening. By the way, Pantoja disclosed the timeline in his most recent commentary on X. Everything happens on Twitter. You people better be careful. Everybody putting everything on Twitter. What happens if something happens to Twitter? You got to move somewhere else. You keep all your stuff. I don't know, man. I just don't like having everything on one platform. I like to spread it out a little bit, but just my humble opinion. So anyway, commentary on X about XRP's price outlook in the post. He asserted that XRP's true value lies between $8 and $20 range, which he believes would be a reality by 2026. Moreover, Pantoja revealed that engaging with XRP is his most comfortable trade ever. I like how this guy talks, or individual talks. At the time of reporting XRP trades of 49 cents, we all know that. We don't need to know that. The $20 outlook demands a more challenging 3,959% growth, which in crypto means nothing, because we know in crypto things can take off, boom, like that. Considering this, Pantoja pinpointed 5 factors that back this ambitious outlook. All right, here we go. Number 1, historical precedent powerhouse. Number 2, institutional adoption tsunami. Yeah, I could see that happening. It's not a guarantee, but I could see that happening. Number 3, market trends and utility explosion. Yes, this person knows what they're talking about. Number 4, future financial services demand. Also very possible. 5, legal clarity and partnerships will boom. Exactly. I'm clapping up for this individual right here. That's what I'm talking about. Now that's a list. Yes, and those partnerships, he kept that for last. You saved the best for last. Partnerships will boom. I believe it. We shall see. There's no guarantees, of course. All right, and then they go into the 5 factors a little bit deeper. I guess the writer gives their analysis of this here. Let me scroll. I'm trying to see if there's anything else here. We went over we read the cropped tweet, so then we don't have to read the article, the body of the article. Moreover, the pundit points to broader market trends, suggesting that as the crypto market experiences increased adoption, and utility, XRP could benefit from this. It also works the other way because XRP has clarity and a lot of other cryptos seem like they're about to have a problem with the SEC. XRP running wild after Ripple clears themselves completely of the case will also benefit crypto. They set a lot of precedents, a lot of very good precedents. All right. Another key factor is XRP's potential role in meeting future financial service demands. Notably, XRP boasts utility in facilitating cross-border money transfers, which we had a good video the other day. If you didn't watch that one yesterday, watch that one. Has some good numbers in there about cross-border payments. All right. Look at chapter 2. It says, notably, XRP boasts utility in facilitating cross-border money transfers and settlements. Finally, Pantoja highlighted the significance of the regulatory clarity around XRP. I just spoke about that. All right, so now we're moving on here because I did not think this was going to happen so quickly. I was just saying in one of the videos about a week ago, I was saying how it was interesting how the SEC was saying that they would consider the Ripple stablecoin an unregistered security. But I was like, what's the difference between Ripple stablecoin and USDC? Well, this article is titled SEC's scrutiny of USDC could derail Circle IPO plan, Barron's. So then it begins right here. It says the commission has raised concerns about whether Circle should be considered a, quote, investment company, unquote, which would subject it to stricter regulations. The commission has raised concerns about whether Circle should be considered a, quote, investment company, unquote, which would subject it to stricter regulations. Circle Internet Financial, the company behind the second largest stablecoin USDC, is planning to go public through an IPO, but the SEC's concerns about USDC could test its ambitious bid, said Barron's, citing documents from the SEC. All right, so now you got the sources where it came from, Barron's, and they have some documents of some sort. The documents show that the SEC's Division of Corporation Finance engaged in nearly a year-long correspondence with Circle. The commission requested Circle's disclosures about the risk of USDC being classified as a security and raised concerns about whether Circle should be considered a, quote, investment company, unquote, and go through a different registration process. If USDC is deemed a security, Circle would face increased cost and regulatory requirements, as it would need to register USDC and potentially be subject to investment company regulations. Barron's noted this could make it more expensive for Circle to operate. Plus, this could prevent certain types of businesses from being able to transact with USDC. You don't say. Once again, I said this a long time ago that this was a possibility. Circle is deemed an investment company. It would be subject to closer SEC oversight, including requirements to file holding reports and abide by certain operational limits that don't apply to regular operating companies. All right, we're going to stop right there. But I just thought that was a crazy article to pop up like right after I said what I said, just like maybe a week or two ago. So now let's get on to some XLM news. I'm always happy to hear some XLM news or XLM related news. This article here is titled Protocol 21 is live on Stellar mainnet. This came out. It's on stellar.org. It came out yesterday. All right. It says on June 18, 2024, Stellar Public Network validators voted to upgrade the network to Protocol 21, which activates 5 new core advancement proposals on the Stellar mainnet. The 5 caps introduced in Protocol 21 allow for some neat features, including an improvement to state archival, a few overall cost improvements to smart contract transactions, and perhaps the most exciting, native support of SECP 256R1 verification in smart contracts, enabling passkey signing support. Then it says here, it continues, CAP 0051 smart contract host functionality, SECP 256R1 verification. Signature scheme is an elliptic curve commonly used in web authorizations, which is standard behind passkeys available on browsers, computers, and phones. Enabling SECP 256R1 verification allows developers to design contracts that incorporate passkeys to sign smart contract transactions and access accounts instead of using seed phrases or signing keys. Passkeys offer a faster, more secure method of identity authentication by using encrypted data stored on a device and performing user verification with hardware tokens like YubiKeys, biometric data like fingerprints or facial recognition, or other cryptographic methods. It says the ability to use passkeys to sign transactions and access accounts removes the need for users to remember their secret keys or 12 to 24 word seed phrases, something that has been a massive barrier to entry for blockchain. I like the seed phrases. I like the fact to have my stuff locked up like Fort Knox and be very difficult to access. Maybe just me. It says many individuals in the Stellar ecosystem have been working tirelessly on various passkey implementations. Check them out. Do your own experimentation with passkeys on Stellar. All right, so we have some good movement on Stellar, some good activities on Stellar. All right, so now I'm waiting on the next big partnership announcement. I'm all about the partnerships, but let's keep it going. So now we have a little bit of Chainlink and Ethereum news. They're putting Chainlink versus Ethereum. I don't know why. They're both super bullish. Like they're both, I think, going to be winners in the future. Ethereum, super bullish, has a lot of industry support, institutional support, no doubt about it. To the point where a lot of experts, so-called experts, believe that the advent of Ethereum ETFs has pulled capital away from Bitcoin. I disagree with that, but that's what they're saying. But that's how popular Ethereum is. I personally believe that companies have enough capital where they don't have to reallocate capital from Bitcoin to Ethereum. They just take the income that they make and then buy some Ethereum. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. And Chainlink is bullish for a multitude of different reasons. But let's read this little tidbit here. It says, most blue chips not named Bitcoin or Solana have had a tough 2024. So far, until mid-May surprise of the ETH ETF approvals in the US, now sentiment for alts is improving, but most returns are still not great. It shows us you have to be selective in what you pick to earn good returns. Well, it depends on what you're talking about. You don't clarify in this article if you're talking long-term or short-term. I understand most people think short-term right now. What's going on right now? But isn't that imbalanced? One should be balanced in all things, should they not? So you should have some short-term stuff. You should have some long-term stuff. Now, when you're looking at Chainlink, that's long-term. That's not something short-term. That's long-term. That's a company who's building real utility. That's a company who's building real powerful partnerships. Swift, DTCC. That takes time to build that, to build those infrastructures, to test things out. So that's not short-term. So I don't know how you could judge it as of now based on what it's done when it hasn't been able to fulfill its purpose fully as it will in the future. So the case for Chainlink is pretty easy to define. In most general case, if smart contracts continue to succeed, then Chainlink will too. It says, and not just smart contracts in general, but the RWA narrative specifically. Yes, real world asset tokenization. Chainlink could be heavy, could be huge in that. The NYSE just made a case for using price fees like Chainlink offers. I didn't read that. I can't agree with that. I've read articles where there were experts saying that Chainlink could assist with the NYSE problems, right? Then Chainlink, I believe, spoke on, some representatives from Chainlink spoke on it. I did not see the NYSE itself or anyone from that association say, hey, let's go use Chainlink. I did not see that, but I could be wrong. Maybe I didn't see that. Maybe that's something that was out there and I just didn't get to see it. I'm just telling you, I did not see that. So their huge glitch in the market caused firms like Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway to show as being down 99% last Monday. We reported on that. So that's what I was referencing. All right. But Chainlink is bullish in a multitude of ways. It says here, bullish case for ETH. Since the ETF was approved, the case for ETH is pretty easy to make too. First, ETH is likely to be considered a commodity to U.S. regulators instead of a security. That alone is a huge deal in terms of regulatory compliance in the biggest market. Fair enough. So then 8 ETFs were approved. This means institutions have a chance to access ETH for their investor portfolios. ETH is bullish in more ways than one, in more ways than just that. But, we'll get on that another time. So now we're going to move on here. So this article here is titled, "The HBAR Foundation Joins the Nordic Blockchain Association." Let's find out a little bit about that. It says, "We're proud to announce that we've joined the Nordic Blockchain Association to bolster the adoption of blockchain and DLT in the Nordics. This partnership reflects the HBAR Foundation's commitment to support funding of blockchain use cases in the region, sharing best practices, and global vision. The Nordic Blockchain Association is a nonprofit organization facilitating the largest professional Web3 network in the Nordics and unites thought leaders and businesses through memberships, regulatory work, and events. The mission of the Nordic Blockchain Association is to drive the responsible and sustainable growth of blockchain technology through education, advocacy, and collaboration. Together, we aim to advance the development of supportive legislation, infrastructure, and a vibrant ecosystem that empowers and harnesses the full potential of blockchain in the Nordics and global society at large." So more very, very impressive things happening with HBAR. HBAR Foundation continues to move forward. So now let's move on here. I'm trying to get through all these articles today, right? You know what? We have a bank article and we have gold left. Let me put that. Let's do the gold article today. We read a lot about banks. It's just more bank drama. They're not doing well. So let's do a little bit of the gold. It says this article is titled 2024 Central Bank Gold Reserves Survey. It says an increasingly complex geopolitical and financial environment is making gold reserves management more relevant than ever. In 2023, central banks added 1,037 tons of gold, the second highest annual purchase in history, following a record of 1,082 tons in 2022. Following these record numbers, gold continues to be viewed favorably by central banks as a reserve asset. According to 2024 Central Bank Gold Reserve Survey, which was conducted between February 19th and April the 30th, 2024, with a total of 70 responses, 29% of central bank respondents intend to increase their gold reserves in the next 12 months. They said that also in the article we read yesterday. All right, so gold is looking bullish far into the future. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with this. So until next time, everybody, let's get to the money.